Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. Look, I'm betting you like people, and I'm betting you love freak mode, and I'm betting you like girls to give love to girls and stroke your little ego. I bet you I'm guilty, your honor. That's just how we live in my genre. Who in the hell done paved the road wider? There's only one flow and one rider. I'm a damn shame, order more champagne, pull a damn hamstring, tryna put it on ya. Let your lips spin back around, come up. Slow it down, baby, take a look. You blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. My whistle ready to blow. Shawty don't even know she can get in it for the low. Told me she not a pro, it's okay, it's under control. Show me soprano, cause girl you can handle. Baby with stars, so then you come up in park clothes. Girl I'm new, so man, my Bugatti the same nose. Show me your perfect pitch, you got it, my banjo. Talented with your lips like you blew out a candle. So I'm using, know you can make it whistle with the music. Hope you ain't got no issues, you can do it. Even if it no bitch, you never lose it. Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my whistle, baby, here we go. While you work it, I'ma lay back, don't stop it. Cause I love it how you drop it on me. Now, tryna let that whistle blow. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, baby, make that whistle blow. Oh, oh. Can you blow my whistle, baby, let me know. Girl, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we start real slow. You just put your lips together and you come real close. Can you blow my baby, there we go.
But you
probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I did not believe that it would end, no. Everything came second to the band, so you're not even speaking to my friends, no. You knew all my uncles and my aunts, though. 20 candles, blow them out and open your eyes. We were looking forward to the rest of our lives. Used to keep my picture posted by your bedside. Now it's in your dresser with the socks you don't like. And I'm rolling, 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 rolling with my brothers like it's Jonas, Jonas. Drinking Henny and I'm trying to forget, but I can't get this shit out of my head. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I seen you with your other dude. He seemed like it was pretty cool. I was so broken over you. Life it goes on, what can you do? I just wonder what it's gonna take. Another foreign or a bigger change. Because no matter how my life has changed, I keep on looking back on better days. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I said that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Oh, I promise, I swear to you I'll be okay. You're only the love of my life. You probably think that you are better now, better now. You only say that cause I'm not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. You know I say that I am better now, better now. I only say that cause you're not around, not around. You know I never meant to let you down, let you down. Would've gave you anything, would've gave you everything. Whoa.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red and the home of the brave.
They're tearing up the track! Whoa!
And he's got the air, landed it.
Oh, no, he didn't! No, he didn't! Chris Bialik wins the World Finals! That's some nice thick air there! Look at that start! Oh my!
There's a huge jump, big bounce.
That's pushing it to the limit.
Great jump.
Oh!
Can he save this one? Yes, he can. Off the ramp, lands it perfectly. Here we go!
Awesome move, look at that!
Backflip ramp.
A backflip!
And he's got it! He's got a save right there! That's what you want to see.
Journey started in 2012.
What a move! Oh my goodness!
10 years of competition all culminating to this.
And it looks like it's gonna be Blake by half a truck.
The biggest name in Monster Jam history, with a legendary reputation to uphold. From Columbus, Ohio, 12-time Sim Monsters champion. Representing Team Gravedigger, Blake Thompson.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, virtual monster truck fans from all over, welcome to this edition of Riggs of Rod's Monster Jam Live. Tonight, we are going to be continuing the action in Arena Championship Series East inside of the Lander Center here in Southaven, Mississippi. You know what? We have a stacked lineup here that are going to try and battle it out here for this overall event championship tonight. 4 competitions on the line. We have racing, skills, donuts, and freestyle, all of which are going to provide some of the best action for you fans here, as we have a massive floor here inside of the Lander Center, a huge double column hybrid for these drivers to attack. Each of these drivers will be going up against each other inside of our bracket style racing competition to start off tonight. As a massive course that we have out here, wide open Chicago style track. As we take a look at the bracket here tonight, Ryan Grindley and Hook will not be showing here for round number 1, so Chris Bialik and Dragon will be moving on. We're going to see Zach Steele and Jurassic Attack taking on Max Silver and Whiplash, Jaden McClellan and El Toro Loco taking on Omar Camacho and the Bad News Travels Fast, and then we're going to have Blake Thompson, the series leader, hoping to clutch up the series tonight actually inside of Gravedigger, taking on Chris Pervolarakis inside of Stone Crusher. So let's see what happens here tonight. We have a pretty solid racing bracket. We're going to have 3 races here in round number 1. And we're going to see what happens from there on out. So Chris Bialik, he's just going to take a bit of a Sunday stroll here in round number 1. As opposed to the stadium racing format where the first time that you ran of the bracket will be your qualifying time for the next show. There's no such thing as qualifying here in the Arena Tour, so these drivers are just free to, do whatever they want to. As long as they make a legal pass, of course. But Chris Bialik, look at him, he's just going to stroll around the track. Takes it a little bit wide around the final turn, but I mean, hey, no pressure on his shoulders. Was our first, hopefully our only buy run tonight, as we're going to get set into real racing action tonight, as we're going to see drivers lining up against each other taking on this massive course. That was just a bit of a track X for you fans. A huge sweeping Chicago-style course, as these drivers can carry a lot of speed, a ton of momentum around the corners. Getting set with our first official race here in round number 1, we have Zach Steele coming out in Jurassic Attack. And he's going to be taking on Max Silver, piloting Whiplash. Going to be the old dyno going up against modified sort of Willie's pickup body. Interesting to see two of these big blue machines come out here, just kind of slay, and you know what, let's see who's going to get the win. Zach Steele, not a bad racer at all here. He has proven to have some really solid racing ability, especially in Chicago-style racing. You never know what to expect out of Max Silver, so let's see what happens. They go off the line, and Jurassic Attack seems to be with the whole shot. And look at the corner from Zach right there, nice and tight. They're going to come around the final corner. Zach goes wide, though, and Max Silver makes the comeback. Whiplash going on to round number 2 to take on Chris Bialik. Tell you what, Zach had that race in the bag, but, you know, it's not all about just completing one half of the course and looking perfect. You have to be perfect around this entire track. You know, that's, you know, the virtue of racing in these arenas. It is so small. It is, you know, it's really tight, and it's a very short and fast track. That any mistake can really cost you a chance at winning. As opposed to the wide sweeping stadium courses where, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for either driver to make a mistake. As kicking off the second half of the bracket here in round number 1, we have Jaden McClam and El Toro Loco. And he's going to be taking on Omar Camacho inside of Bad News Travels Fast. Jaden McClam, another one of those drivers that have proven to be one of the fastest of the field. Omar Camacho, he's yet to kind of step up his game in racing, I feel like. Let's see if his experience has paid off here. Had nearly an entire season under his belt, just only a couple of stops left here in Arena Championship Series East. They come off the line. Nice turn right there from Jaden, and look at that, Omar a little bit out of the, oh no, look at this, Jaden clipping the box right there. I don't know if that's going to cost him. Omar's just going to dump the truck over. I don't know what's going on with him. Omar did look out of shape there around that second turn. He was nearly about to slam into the hybrid. And because Jaden McClam hit the box, that will be a 5-second penalty. Bad News Travels Fast is going to move on to the next round. Omar Camacho taking the upset victory over Jaden McClam and the El Toro Loco. As the final race of round number 1 coming at you, folks, we have Blake Thompson hoping to clutch up the series tonight with over a 40-point lead inside the black and green wrecking machine Gravedigger. And he's going to be taking on Chris Valericus inside of Stone Crusher. It's been kind of a joyride here for Chris, as he's not really focusing on just getting any points. He's just sort of focusing on having fun throughout the series. And let's see how he does against Blake Thompson, who is, I mean, without a doubt, the best racer on the tour. As you take a look at this, it is all Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. He's just going to roll around this final corner. Chris is all over the place, and Blake Thompson's going to win. All sorts of issues for Chris there as he came around that final turn, and he just opened the door for Blake, who I think was already going to, win regardless. And with that being said, folks, that sets up our semifinal bracket here. As you see, each of our winners from the previous round taking on each other in this next round of racing. Chris Bialik going to be going up against Max Silver, and then we're going to see Omar Camacho go up against Blake Thompson. Pretty solid races here tonight. As let's see what happens here. I'm kind of expecting to see maybe a Chris Bialik Blake Thompson final here, but you know what? Each of these drivers, you never know what to expect here in Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live. I mean, I ain't no prophet, so I mean, who knows? Anything could happen. Maybe things could go the complete opposite way. Kicking off the semifinals, Chris Bialik inside a Dragon, taking on Max Silver in the Whiplash. Tell you what, both of these drivers look pretty smooth. I will say though, Chris Bialik, this is the first time he's lining up against an opponent tonight. Let's see if now the pressure underneath the spotlight will affect him. Max Silver, though, he's always one of the best competitors here on the tour consistently. They're going to go off. Look at that nice corner right there from Chris. He's got a massive lead over Max. And look at this. It is all Chris Bialik taking the win over Max Silver, who just cut that turn way too tight. That being said, Chris Bialik moving into our final round of racing, but who will he take on? Omar Camacho in the Bad News Travels Fast looking to have a final round appearance in the season. I don't recall making the final round before. Unless if he has, and I completely forgot, but that's besides the point. He's going up against the biggest and the baddest racer here on the tour, Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. See what happens here between these two. Blake Thompson just the biggest threat here. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to take Omar a miracle like in his last race to get the win. But both drivers, there you go. They're coming off the line. Beautiful corner right there from Blake Thompson and the Gravedigger. And they come around this final turn. It is all Blake Thompson. Look at how smooth he was. Wow. Bad News Travels Fast may have died off screen. Well. So fans, we're going to get underway with meeting our final round contenders in just a moment. I mean, I don't think this final round was certainly unexpected here. Couldn't have seen it come in any shape or form. Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock you. We will rock you. Fans, I cannot even count how many wins this guy's gotten all season long, but he's trying to add another. It is Blake Thompson inside of Gravedigger. He's going to have to defend this racing win against Chris Bialik inside of Dragon. Battle of the big, mean, green machines here as Blake Thompson and Gravedigger looking for yet another sanctioned Sim Monsters win. Chris Bialik, let's see if he's going to let him run off with it or if he's going to make this a fight. They're going to go off the line here. Nice turn right there from Blake, just rolling around the box right there with the front steer, and it is all the black and green wrecking machine. Blake Thompson will be taking home yet another victory, expanding his points lead, and I tell you what, he's definitely on the road to clutching up this series win here, I gotta say. This guy is just, I mean, he's been really unstoppable throughout the night. You take a look at the bracket and how things faced off. Blake Thompson, he got the win over Chris Purple Arrakis and Stone Crusher to start off. Then he got the win over Omar Camacho in the Bad News Travels Fast. And then he secured his racing victory, taking on Chris Bialik and defeating him in the final round. I mean, once again, just another win for Blake Thompson. As you see, again, he's just going to expand his lead. As fans, that is it for our high speed and high flying racing competition. We're going to move into our two-wheel skills competition in just a moment, as these freestyle competitions are going to, serve a lot of action for these fans here tonight. I tell you what, because we're as Arena Championship Series East comes to a close soon, these drivers are only going to get hotter, they're only going to get faster, the action's just going to get more spicier from here. So you know what? I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in this two-wheel skills challenges. We're going to be here in just a moment. Fans, we are going to return here for our technical two-wheel skills challenge here at Riggs of Roz Monster Jam Live, as each of our competitors will be given 2 hits to perform the best maneuvers that they could on 2 wheels only, or quite possibly 1 tire. Always a treat to see those types of moves. So again, when it comes to scoring in this competition, we look at a lot of different factors. Completion of the run for these drivers to complete and land both of their hits on all 4 tires. Control, being able to maintain their trucks on the 2 wheels, keeping their trucks nice and vertical all throughout, and not losing control over their rides. Creativity, the approaches that they take in making these moves possible, and also technicality. Seeing all the sorts of things that these drivers could do on the 2 wheels, like riding their trucks up and over obstacles with just 2 wheels only, taking the truck from one side of the venue to the other, turning their move into another in combination fashion. All these things we're trying to look out for here in the two-wheel skills challenge as see what happens. We have 7 trucks and drivers to go, unless if one of our competitors are able to show up. As Zach Steele is going to be kicking off the competition inside of Jurassic Attack. If I'm a driver here in this skills challenge, I'm thinking, you know what? I just have to tick all the boxes immediately to prevent my competitors from, taking them off, after I do. I think the smartest thing to do would be to threaten the competition by going for the most commonly used moves, like going for the bicycles, going for the moonwalks, using the columns. That's a primarily used move here in the skills competition, a primarily used obstacle. Look at this, Zach Steele going into the moonwalk off of the send. Beautiful move here. Very creative to get things started. Look at him, he's just going to slowly walk it up the ramp. No issues faced at all. Throwing it into the skid mark. Also turning the, the front axle a bit. You can see him there. He's just going to walk it up, and that was a very smooth move right there for Zach. Just big air into the moonwalk, reminiscent of a Cody Saucier type maneuver. Always interesting to see out of this guy. Looks like he's going to go for the bicycle again. This is smart. A lot of drivers are going to be going for the bicycle later tonight. Look at him throwing it into the sidewalls. Nice smooth rotations here for Zach, and he's going to set it down. Great run right there for Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack. Gonna have the scores coming in just a moment for Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack. That was a very good run, and I hope the scores are gonna reflect. Just 2 perfect moves, and yeah, look at that, a 9.163. A very good score for Zach Steele, and a very well-deserved score, if I have to say so myself. 2 clean, technical, and creative hits to get things started here, and that's, again, he ticked off all the boxes that you'd want to see in a run to win the skills competition. As coming out next is Jaden McClam inside of the El Toro Loco, that crazy bull. Looking to take home another skills championship as Jaden has won a lot of these competitions before in this department. So let's see what happens. This is relatively early for Jaden to go up in the order here. But again, just because you're early in the order, that doesn't mean that you have no chance of winning. That's often you know, a thing that a lot of drivers kind of perceive, that the earlier you go, the less likely you are to win. Really, I think if you just have a good run, then you're on track to winning regardless. And look at this, Jaden McClam, beautiful transition into the moonwalk. And he's going to walk it up the column a little bit. A great bicycle and moonwalk to start off. Bicycle and moonwalk, another very commonly used hit inside of Riggs of Rod's Monster Jam Live competition. Jaden going to go for the sidewalls. And what a save he got out of there. A very short-lived move, but man, that was sweet. However, was that enough to get the win, or the lead, excuse me, over Zach Steele? I'm not sure. It was a very short-lived second hit, and he kind of lost control over that, and he had to recover the truck. Still looked pretty badass nonetheless, but let's see how the judges interpret that performance. Still waiting on the scores here for Jaden, as the score to beat is a 9.163 held up by Zach Steele. The score for Jaden McClam is a 9.012. That's going to take a solid second place. And I can agree with the scores. There probably might be some people, you know, kind of saying, oh, that should have gotten the lead. But he did kind of lose control over that second hit, and he had to cut the duration of the run. Coming up next is Chris Purple-Arakis inside a Stone Crusher. Guy that's always pretty laid back here in the skills competition, but let's see what he's got in store. As Chris, he's notorious for using the columns to his advantage here, so he's going to go into the moonwalk. Nicely done right there, able to just walk it up, getting airborne with it actually. And he's going to put it into a skid mark. Walking it up as well. Putting the three-piece combo into it. Taking the opportunities when he can. And he's going to walk it up. A smooth hit right there for Chris Purple-Arakis. Dude, he's going to go for a second hit here. And oh, it looks like he's going to go for the cross thread. This is a move that a lot of drivers kind of miss out on, and Chris, he's going to take it with granted. Look at this. Beautiful move right there for Chris, standing it on the front two tires off the cross-thread maneuver. Good move right there for Chris, and he's just going to set it down, and yeah, that's going to be it right there for Stone Crusher. Don't think that the run really had the wow factor or that, you know, that flair that the other two performances had. But he definitely had that that creative side, you know, especially with the second hit.
You can see just where I stand, you know exactly who I am. Taking everything I want, don't believe me, then just watch. Standing like the earth is mine, moving like I own this time.
Scores are coming in shortly for Chris Purple-Arakis inside of the Stone Crusher. Again, this guy, wouldn't say he's the most competitive here in the skills competition, but again, he's just always kind of fun to watch. As the score to beat is a 9.163 from Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack. The score for Chris Purple-Arakis is a 9.076, a solid second place for Chris Purple-Arakis. As again, he was just short of taking the lead. Still a very fun run to watch. As coming up next, though, this guy is truly one of the best in the skills competition. Max Silver inside of Whiplash. Max has in store here is this guy, always one of the best, and honestly, he's just one of those drivers that I really like to get excited about watching. And look at this, just this move, it just proves my point. The butt kicker off the side of the column. Gonna turn that into a wheelie. Nicely done right there from Max. Again, one of the most entertaining drivers to watch here in this specific competition. Look at him walking it down the ramp onto the floor. A beautiful first hit for Max. Looks like, there you go. Now he's going to move into a second hit. Going to go, oh, he's going to send it off the double log into a moonwalk. Going to be able to ride it up, oh, on one tire as well. And he's going to set it down. Oh, no. Oh, no, he loses control at the end. He's able to save it right there. But tough break for Max Silver, as he wasn't able to retain full control over the truck at the end. Might have an effect on the scores. Again, having control over your ride at all times is crucial here to winning the skills competition. Gonna see what Max Max Silver gets it. There's certainly a lot of Maxes here inside of virtual monster trucks. Max Silver receiving a score in just a moment. As again, I feel like with the way that he kind of lost control at the end, I feel like that might have cost him his chances. But again, I'm just an announcer here. I'm not a judge or I'm not an official or anything. I'm just here to, kind of watch the action go. Goes at how it does. As the score to beat right now, a 9.163 from Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack. The score coming in for Max Silver is a 9.043. That's going to take third place here in the skills competition. As with the way he kind of lost control at the end, not enough to get him the lead. Coming up next, Omar Camacho inside the Bad News Travels Fast. Gonna have to follow up that performance from Max Silver. Tell you what, all of these skills performances have really been, pretty solid today in one way or another. Really one of the best skills competitions we've been getting here in Arena Championship Series East. Is Omar going to go for the bicycle? Unable to get the moonwalk, though, as I think he tried to get it parked onto the front two tires. Oh, he just kind of hit the wall right there when he didn't need to. He's coming over for a second hit. Gonna go for the same butt kicker as Max Silver. Now remember, Max Silver already did this move, so if Omar wants to get a higher score, he's gonna have to make it special. He is keeping it parked on the two wheels. Nicely done with the balance. Look at that great control displayed over Omar Camacho on this second hit. Look at that, trying to find equilibrium on the truck. Because I don't know if he's really in a position to kind of do anything else. All he could kind of do is just, keep it stood up. And he's going to set it down right there. Good run right there for Omar Camacho. But is that going to get the lead? Again, with how we kind of botched up the first hit, I don't know if that's going to get the lead. You need to have perfection in the both of those hits if you want to get the lead here in skills. One hit cannot just kind of overweigh the other. The score coming in for Omar, it is going to be only an 8.724. That's going to put him in 5th place, last place, I believe, right now in the skills competition. Tough break for the guys. again, you just have to be perfect on both of your hits, as Chris Bialik and Dragon coming up next here in the skills competition. This guy is your racing finalist here. He's looking forward to seeking redemption. Let's see what happens here. He's going to search around for his first hit. Oh, he's... okay. And he does the sidewalls where you don't turn. Solid sidewalls right there for Chris. Oh, he's actually going to put it into a... yeah. Okay, as he's going to try and go for a second hit now. See what Chris is going to do is he's probably... I don't know if he's looking forward to go for the exact same move as Zach did. Oh! Okay! That was a pretty cool wheelie off the column. He's going to put it into a moonwalk. See, that is something more like it. And he's going to walk it up. Beautiful second hit right there for Chris. The most technical hit that we have seen tonight. Although I don't know if that's going to get the lead with the first hit. See how the judges interpret that performance. I mean, I gotta say, that second hit was badass. But the first hit, man, I don't know. The score coming in, a 9.163 from the Jurassic Attack's Zach Steele. Zach has dodged a lot of bullets here tonight, but will he dodge this one? The score coming in for Chris. And that is gonna take second place with a 9.100 as again, Chris, I don't think he really did it there with that first hit, as, again, that made him fall short. Blake Thompson and Gravedigger, though, let's see what he's got here. The only guy that can go for the double down, the triple down, or the quadruple down. See what Blake is going to do is, again, this guy... he was able to break the trend of, you know, falling short on his second hit, falling flat on his face. See if he's able to, you know, seek greatness here and, you know, overcome those struggles he's had earlier.
At the joy they had found, the head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad.
So let's see what Blake Thompson has in store. Gonna go for the skid mark here. Actually, he's the first person to actually go for the skid mark. And look at that, like holding it on the ramp for a second. There you go. Nice wheelie up and over. And he doesn't even need to roll it into the moonwalk. He just kind of bounced into it. Beautiful move right there for Blake, as he's gonna walk it down. A classic skid mark to moonwalk, walking it up and over the hybrid in both ways. Tell you what, Blake Thompson, I mean, there's really nothing to lose for this guy. Oh, as I say that, he goes for the most ambitious move tonight, and again, he falls flat on his face. The thing that I have just kind of said time and time again throughout this series of him going for too ambitious of moves and just falling flat on his face, and again, it just happened right there. See what the score is going to be for Blake Thompson, but again, I don't think there's really much an effect here for Blake. As I mean, really, he could just kind of have fun here. You know, as the series kind of narrows down. Because I mean, this guy already has a massive lead in the points. As yeah, he's going to take last place here, unfortunately, in skills with an 8.524. But this means your skills winner here tonight, Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first driver to come out here tonight, and he did it. Tell you what, there's so much emphasis on the order in which you go for these freestyle disciplines. But Zach Steele, he just slapped it in the face, you know, and he said, you know what? I don't care about what order I'm going in. I'm still going to do whatever I can to win. And props to this guy for doing it just that. Beautiful run for Zach. And considering the position that he came out of, I mean, hey, unbelievable showing out of this guy. Fans, with that being said, that was the very first half of the show here. You take a look at overall event points. Chris Bialik and Dragon leading with 14 over Blake Thompson and the Gravedigger, who's actually tied with Zach Steele, 10 points respectively. And, you know, it follows with Max Silver in 4th place, Christopher Larakis in 5th place, Omar Camacho in 6th, and Jaden McClem, unfortunately, in 7th. I mean, this... I don't want to say that he's kind of fallen off in this series, but tough break for this guy. He's just he keeps seeking bad luck here. But yeah, that's going to be it here. Let's see if these point standings just kind of change as we go on through the night. As when we return, we're going to have our donut competition and our freestyle competition. As tell you what, a massive floor for these drivers to play around. Hopefully we don't see any wall hits or we don't see any Briggs of Rods moments here. But you know what? It's going to get wild here as we return here for competition in Southaven. You don't want to miss out on it. Take a look here. You know, stretch your legs. Go use the bathroom. Go found a Mississippi Glizzy here around the... I kind of came up with that on the spot. Around this venue. And let's see what happens here when we come back. See you later, folks.
Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, motherfucker, I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you dealing with. A smart percentage you I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning. On my mama, that's the realest shit. Let's talk about love. Easy, anything you hope for. But then I feel your heart.
Get away from me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't just cry for no reason. I ain't just pray for no reason. I give thanks for the day, for the hours, and another way, another life breathing. I did it all cause I feel good. I wouldn't do it all if you feel bad. Better live your life. We're running out of time. Let's talk about
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when it come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. Starlight, you're my starlight.
of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated. Ironic, I gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she loved me and she been waiting. Been fighting hard for your love and I'm running thin on my patience. Needing someone to hug, even took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always leave when you fall, but you run together. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I kept my head up. Now baby, stand up, cause girl, you
want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance on our off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket, watch it blast off. And I'm feeling so electric, dance my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I've been trying to call. I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, since city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. Hey, hey, hey. I'm running out of time, 'cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road in overdrive, baby. Oh, the city's cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this, you're the one I trust. I'm just coming back to let you know I can never say it on the phone.
fans, hopefully you guys were able to stretch your legs, use the bathroom, get a Mississippi glizzy around this venue. We're back here to continue the action in Riggs of Rod's Monster Jam Live here in Southaven, Mississippi, where we're going to continue with our third competition of tonight, the donut competition. Each of our drivers tonight will be given 10 seconds to perform the best donut competition run that they could. We're looking forward to seeing some fast spin cyclones, probably seeing these drivers flex the suspension a little bit, to see them travel around the donuts in an aggressive manner across the floor, maybe get their thing on two wheels a little bit, who knows. This coming up first, Blake Thompson inside of Gravedigger. Keep in mind, folks, that this guy has over a 40-point lead on Arena Championship Series East. This guy can clutch up the series tonight, as he's just had an effortless performance, all throughout this tour. However, let's see what he does here in the donut competition. A huge floor for these drivers to work with in Southaven. Look at that, nice and fast already starting off. Traveling with it across the floor on two wheels a little bit. Oh, man. And a great run for Blake Thompson. A mixture of two-wheel action, a lot of torque, a lot of rotational momentum, and he was able to fill the clock.
On the other side of the street I knew stood a girl that looked like you. I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, cause you moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't leave you, cause I was all through. Oh, I was overwhelmed and frankly scared as hell, because I really fell for you.
And the score coming in for Blake, it is a 9.346. That is an incredibly high score and a well-deserved score to kick things off here in the donut competition. And to follow up that run is Max Silver inside of Whiplash. See what Max has in store, as again, this guy just one of the best across all freestyle disciplines inside of this league. Look at him traveling with the donut to start off here. Oh, on two wheels, sets it down. Look at him with the two-wheel action a little bit. That was a solid run right there for Max. Got the truck vertical on the right two tires for moments. However, I don't think it had the speed or the aggression that Blake Thompson had in his run. However, again, I'm not a judge. I'm just an announcer here, just watching the action unfold before my very eyes. Let's see what the score is going to be for Max Silver. Definitely had that element of wow factor, as the score to beat is a 9.346 from Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. The score for Max Silver is a 9.152. That is going to take second place in our donut competition. A well-deserved score for Max Silver. And again, a really good number, a 9.1, nothing to be ashamed of. And coming up next for our donut competition is Chris Bialik inside of that fire-breathing dragon. See what Chris is going to be able to do. He's gotten second place in every competition tonight so far. He was the racing finalist, and he got second place in our two-wheel skills challenge. Hoping to break the trend tonight. Some nice quick donuts here from Chris to get things started. Look at him, a lot of speed in these revolutions, and that is going to be it right there for Chris. Definitely had the speed and the aggression and the torque in those donuts. See if it's going to get the lead. Blake Thompson, I think he had a little bit more wow factor with the two-wheel skill action. But Chris, I mean, he really laid down some really fast and tight donuts.
You moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away.
As the score to beat is a 9.346 from Blake Thompson inside of the black and green wrecking machine Gravedigger. The score for Chris Bialik is a 9.211. That is going to take second place, just 1/10 of a point underneath Blake Thompson. To follow that up is Chris Purple-Arakis inside Stone Crusher. See how Chris does following up that performance from Chris. He's going to go into his donut competition run. Starting off with some nice, smooth revolutions here. Looking to keep things under control. Oh, man. Got a little bit out of control there. Had to kind of pause a little bit to reset the action. But, yeah, that is going to be it for Chris Purple-Arakis. Not a bad run by any means, but I don't know if that's going to get the lead away from Blake. As the score is coming in for Chris Purple-Arakis, a 9.093. Or, excuse me, a 9.089. A really good score right there for Chris, a good number. However, that is only going to put him in 4th place. That just goes to show how tight the competition here in Donuts is. A lot of, the stakes are high, and a lot of these drivers are coming out swinging. So, it's not really about the number you get, it's really about the position you get. And I don't think, Chris Purple-Arakis was able to really compare with, these other competitors in terms of their donut runs. Coming out here in the donut competition is Omar Camacho in the Bad News Travels Fast. This guy is staged and ready to go for his run. Let's see what he's able to unpack here for these fans. Like how he's one of the only drivers here in the field that likes to go for those right-handed donuts. I'll go spinning the truck around. There you go, really nice job. Oh, and as I say that, he dumps it up and over onto the lid. Tough break for Omar, as he's really struggled all throughout the season to keep the truck level and on the ground. It always just kind of picks up and topples over.
I guess that's deja vu, but I thought this can't be true, cause you moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right.
As the score is going to be an 8.512 for Omar Camacho in the Bad News Travels Fast. Unfortunately, taking last place right now in the competition. We have 2 trucks and drivers to go. Zach Steele being one of them here in the Jurassic Attack. Guy took a really impressive skills win, coming out early and just laying down the foundation for an amazing skills performance that eventually got him the win. See if he's able to go 2 for 2 in the freestyle disciplines here tonight in Donuts. Nice and fast to start off on 2 wheels a little bit. Oh, a bit too much as he topples over. Tough break. The same thing that happened, the same fate to Omar Camacho just occurred to Zach Steele. The truck, he just went too fast and it toppled up and over on itself. As the score will be coming in for Zach momentarily. Blake Thompson, again, we might be seeing another instance where the first driver to come out actually gets the win here in another competition. Out here breaking records here inside of Southaven, as the score is going to be an 8.604 for Zach Steele in the Jurassic Attack, putting him in 5th place. A tough second to last spot for him, as we have only 1 competitor to go here in our donut competition. Here he is, Jaden McClam, inside of the Crazy Bull, the El Toro Loco. See how fast he can spin this thing into the winner's circle, if he can. You know, it's going to be no easy task to have a better run than what Blake put up. Look at him traveling around with the donuts at good velocity here. A lot of speed here from Jaden. He's really trying to go for this win. On the two wheels, and he's gonna park it right there on the concrete. Probably the fastest rotations we have seen tonight. He kind of stopped a split second before the time was called. So I don't know if there's going to be any discrepancies with the score there. But however, that was a damn good performance nonetheless.
You moved to West LA or New York or Santa Fe or wherever to get away from me. Oh, but that one night was more than just right. I didn't leave you, 'cause I was all through.
See what the score is going to be for Jaden McClam inside of El Toro Loco. Again, one of those guys that have gotten a lot of wins in this department as the score to beat from the first guy that came out onto the scene, Blake Thompson and Gravedigger with a 9.3, as the score is coming in for Jaden McClam. A 9.426, your winner here in the donut competition, Jaden McClam in the El Toro Loco. Getting the lead away from Blake Thompson and Gravedigger at the last moment. Is taking the win, snatching it right from the palm of his hands, and look at that. A great win for Jaden McClam, being able to pick things up here in the second half of the show. Jaden must be feeling good about that, you know, didn't really have the performance he wanted in racing nor skills. So to be able to come out and change things around with a 180, getting the win here in donuts, I mean, hey, nothing to be ashamed about. However, with that being said, we're going to move into our freestyle competition tonight. Blake Thompson still having that massive point gap over second place. And I think this might be the competition where it all comes down to it. As fans, we're going to get set for our freestyle competition in just a moment. A massive floor for these drivers to play around. So let's see what happens here in just a moment.
That feeling, all those nights alone, I face my fears in the mirror, found my way to show who I am won't disappear. The scars from the fights I came through the years, the constant reminders of what got me here. All those nights alone, they were the start of something great. Now here comes the shakedown.
And with that being said, we are going to enter our final competition of tonight, the freestyle competition here in Briggs & Ron's Monster Jam Live. As you take a look at overall event points, Chris Bialik is still holding up strong with 20 points, having a 3-point lead over Blake Thompson and Gravedigger with 17. Then we have Jaden McClam in El Toro Loco. He really made a huge push up to third place, tying with Max Silver, who also has 14 points. And then Chris Purple-Arakis and Stone Crusher tying Zach Steele in Jurassic Attack with 12 points. Tough break for Omar Camacho and Ryan Grindley. They're sitting at the bottom too, but you know, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles here in these virtual Monster Truck Leagues. As we're going to head into freestyle, each of our competitors tonight will be given 75 seconds to perform the best freestyle performances they can. And in order for these drivers to qualify for a score, they must fill the threshold of 15 seconds on the clock. We're looking for a lot of things here in the freestyle competition. We're looking to see these drivers put on long-lasting performances, filling every second of the clock, carrying a lot of momentum here, great speed, going from move to move effortlessly throughout their run, going from obstacle to obstacle, getting as much air, a lot of distance, a lot of altitude off of their hits, and also technical moves, which is something that this guy, Max Silver, can bring to the table. Those technical and creative moves, always, you know, something to elevate your scores here in the freestyle competition, bringing up, you know, innovative stunts, new sensations to the sport, always what we like to see here as we progress, you know, through this era of virtual monster trucks. As let's see what happens here with Max Silver. We're just kind of waiting on him to come out of the tunnel. As here he goes, starting off with a sky wheelie right out of the gate. That was a beautiful wheelie right there. And he's going to keep it going. Beautiful launch right there. Again, these drivers can get a lot of hang time across this floor because of how massive this hybrid is. You know, there's a lot of, height off of these obstacles for these drivers to just get as much altitude as possible. Look at that nice launch again from Max Silver. Making sure that he's hitting everything on the track, using all of the obstacles as well. That is something crucial in making sure you get this win. And the flow that he's had already has just been effortless. Going from move to move with no issue at all. As I say that, kind of puts it into a bicycle, unable to get the moonwalk. But alas, he's going to go for a bit of a cross thread up and over the columns. Oh, I don't know if he hit the wall right there, but he did have to kind of, yeah, they're going to shut him off there. The rear end of the truck just kind of slamming into the wall a bit. If he's going to get the refire. Yes, he is. He's going to be able to refire here. Let's see how he's able to finish off this run. Nice bit of a slap wheelie there from Max, and look at that. A lot of air off of the rebound. Just whipping the truck into these obstacles at every which angle that he could. Finally gets the bicycle, doesn't get the moonwalk though, and yeah, he's going to end off the run there. Solid performance from Max Silver. He was really going, for that freestyle win. And he's going to end it off there with a nice leap for the fans. Give it up for Max Silver, ladies and gentlemen. Solid run with good flow for the most part. Although there were definitely some parts of the run where he did get kind of stuck. Hitting the wall in the near side of the track. Unable to get that bicycle to moonwalk combination, which kind of hurt his momentum a bit. Solid run nonetheless, as let's see what the score is going to be. An 8.731, not a bad score at all. Always getting into the high 8s is a great accomplishment for being the first driver out. As Max Silver, he sets the bar. Let's see if these other drivers can hop over it. Omar Camacho coming out in the Bad News Travels Fast here. Let's see what he's got to follow up that performance. As it is going to take quite a lot here to get the lead over Max. But I think the main thing that you have to kind of focus on is technicality. Max Silver, he kind of failed to incorporate those technical moves into his run. Oh my gosh, I think Omar just ended his run without even starting. Never mind. Thank God my opinion doesn't count towards the calls of this. I would have put a close to that run immediately. But Omar, there you go. He's going to start the run off of the 8-pack. Nice launch up and over that double log. As jokes aside, Omar has really made some huge strides here to becoming a better freestyler in Riggs and Rod's Monster Jam Live. As look at this, goes for the sidewall here, and he's able to save it. Nicely done, and he's just going to continue on to his next hit. Bit of a sky wheelie. Oh, no. And that is going to be it right there. Tough break for Omar, only getting about 33 seconds into the run. Leaving more than half of the clock left. I mean, tough break for the guy. I mean, so much for a run that I think should have ended before it started, but let's see what the score is going to be for Omar Camacho. We're still waiting on a score here for Omar Camacho inside of the Bad News Travels Fast. I mean, it can't really be that high as, again, all the mishaps that occurred in that performance. As the score is coming in, it is a 5.124 for Omar Camacho in the Bad News Travels Fast. I mean, you really can't score higher than that, considering what he did. But coming up next here, Jaden McClam and the El Toro Loco. Hoping to pick the bar up and make this show more interesting, as this guy is still, you know, on his way to at least securing a second place spot inside of the tour. Still wants to make sure he has his world final spot clinched as we move forward to the, you know, the closing of this series. Look at that, a nice guy really kind of bouncing it right there and onto the front two tires. A nice combination right there for Jaden. Walking it up as well, and he's just going to set it down. You know, if it's something that I like to see is drivers, you know, using the lip of the columns to their advantage. Because that's really something that a lot of drivers, it's really one of the more technical moves that you could perform here in freestyle. Jaden, though, with really nice momentum here, carrying a lot of ground speed around the floor, keeping up high energy, going from move to move in effortless fashion. Nice bit of a hit right there off the double log, and he's got 30 seconds to go. He's kind of staying to one side of the track, though. I'd like to see him kind of move into other areas. There you go. Now he's kind of breaking free. He's moving into this side. Nosediving it a little bit. Oh, no! He's going to be able to save it, though. There you go. Keep it going. Look at that on the left two tires. Puts it into the moonwalk. Beautiful combo right there for Jaden, but he is not able to recover. Leaves 4 seconds on the clock. I mean, hey, he left a couple of seconds on there. I don't think that's really too much to take away from his score. Still a very good performance. He was able to execute everything that he wanted to. A lot of air, really good momentum. Again, I don't think I'd really take too much away from that performance. But let's see what the score is going to be here and how the judges interpreted that run. As the score to beat is an 8.731 from Max Silver inside of the Whiplash. The score for Jaden McClam is an 8.863. Your new leader is Jaden McClam in the El Toro Loco. Tell you what, a well-deserved lead for the guy, and to follow up that run, Chris Pervolarakis inside of Stone Crusher. What Chris has in store is you know what, the fact that he's really made you know, a really solid effort, you know, being able to drive this machine. Stone Crusher, it's not really one of the easiest things to drive, you know, in terms of its setup, but he's really been making it work, and he's just kind of been having fun with it throughout the series. As you see, nicely done here. The thing that I always like to talk about this, but Chris's runs just always come off as so natural. You know, as you take a look at him, you know, executing that jump into the moonwalk, a nice smooth transition into it. Just going to continue on the performance. Nice air, going to put it into another bit of a stop. He doesn't want to oversaturate it. He just kind of continues. Great air off of the single log. Putting it into another bit of a moonwalk. Although I would say you don't want to do too much of those combinations, else you are going to oversaturate the move. Oh, man. A tough hit right there on the right front of the truck. Spinning it into some donuts. And he's going to continue that right into the single log with massive air up and over. Again, I do feel like he is kind of overusing this move as we have seen it like a lot of times throughout this run. The clock is closing down though for Chris. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. And that is it for the Stone Crusher. Chris Pervolarakis, not a bad run at all. But I don't know if that's going to get the lead away from, you know, from Jaden McClam. score coming in for Chris Pavlarakis is a an 8.726. I think I'm dyslexic for numbers, as he is going to take third place here in our freestyle competition. Again, but it's not really much that he could do inside of the truck, so I mean, you do have to give him props, you know. Stepping in halfway through the season saying, you know what, I'm going to fill in for this driver full time and I'm just going to make it work. Coming up next, Zach Steele inside of Jurassic Attack. See what he's going to do. You really have to tick all of the, all the boxes here if you want to get the win or the lead over Jaden McClam. As this is certainly a guy that could. Zach Steele coming out to play here. Let's see what he has to offer. You know, something that we haven't seen tonight that I would like to see is, probably a nose pick going from column to column. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you don't get any cleaner than that. Beautiful downside for Zach Steele. Oh man. Parking the truck in the air, he's just going to whip it around, going in for the double log once again. Nice air up and over. There you go, able to bring it back on all fours, and he's just going to continue the flow of the run. Bit of an angled hit as he goes across the column. Putting it into a bit of a stoppie, and he's going to keep it going. He has hit that double log, a couple of times throughout this run. It into some donuts. Nice rotations. He's going to go back over to the single log. Nice move right there. And it looks like he's going to take up a switch. He's going to go for the bicycle. Into a sidewall, and he lands it. What a sidewall for Zach. Oh, man. Tell you what, Zach, he is on the road to really putting up a number here against Jaden. Look at him, the clock is winding down. Great flow, great momentum, great sidewall, and a lot of air throughout this run here from Zach. A really solid run. Look at that, he's just going to flex the rear suspension for the fans. As you know what? I don't know. If I'm a judge, I'm thinking this is kind of hard. Jaden McClam, he had a really solid all-around run, but Zach Steele, the sidewall that he had, with the momentum and the flow he was keeping up, he was able to fill all of the clock. So let's see what happens here. Let's see how the judges interpret that run. Score to beat is an 8.863 from Jaden McClam inside of the El Toro Loco. The score for Zach Steele is a 9.027, and the Jurassic Attack is going to move its way from the museum into the hot seat. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Steele sitting on top of the mountain, but will he continue to do so as we have Chris Biala coming out in Dragon? As Chris Bialik just waiting on the green light here to get things started in freestyle. There he goes, coming out of the tunnel. Nice launch right there, and he's going to put it into a moonwalk immediately. Or never mind, just kind of put it into a stoppie and kept it going. Nice launch right there, clearing the hybrid, going from column to column. Good sky wheelie up and over the double log as well. Whipping his truck around, going for the 8-pack, really making use of, the vertical hits here. Sky wheelies are always interesting to see. One of the more exciting moves here, historically throughout monster trucks. And Chris, he's really putting up a really solid run so far. Again, he's just hitting everything on the track, just trying to do everything he could to, get that high score. And a great butt kicker, the first butt kicker tonight in freestyle from Chris Bialik. Gonna cross over the hybrid in reverse. He's got a few seconds to go on the clock. In for the bicycle. Oh, he's able to pause for it, and he's gonna keep it going. The clock is winding down for Chris. Huge launch off of the 8-pack to end it off, and that is time. tell you what, he had the momentum, he had the air, he filled the clock, and he had a great variety in maneuvers. The butt kicker, the bicycle, the sidewall, the wheelies, the sky wheelies. I mean, really a technically great run for Chris. The score to beat is from Zach Steele with a 9.027. The score for Chris Bialik is a 9.152. Your new leader here in freestyle is the Dragon. However, I believe this guy is last up for freestyle, representing 40 years of the black and green wrecking machine, Blake Thompson in Gravedigger, who I think probably clutched up a title of his own here tonight. But let's see what happens here as he goes off for freestyle. I mean, Blake, one of the best freestylers, if not the best freestyler in the league, in my opinion, or more particularly inside of this tour. So let's see what he's going to go for, and he's going to be the first driver to go for the cross thread. There you go. We haven't seen anyone hit that move tonight. Starts it off with a nose wheelie. Whipping the truck around, keeping it nice and tight to the hybrid, just wasting no time in between hits. Downsiding that jump right there, and he's going to whip it around, go for the tires. Huge move, arcing the truck. Oh, man. Look at that. More nice air, the altitude Blake is achieving here. Putting it into a moonwalk. Getting it into a bit of a wheelie, too. Nicely done. Just, oh, there might be a little connection issues, but oh man, what a cross thread right there, and he's gonna save it. Wow, that was probably the move of the night right there, ladies and gentlemen. As Blake, he's still going off here, trying to take the lead away from Chris, and man, he is just laying down the law here. If I'm Chris, I'm shivering inside of that hot seat because Blake is laying it all down right here. Goes into another bit of a moonwalk, putting it onto the rear two tires, and that is time. What a run for Blake Thompson. Just again, he executed everything that he wanted to execute in that run. He had beautiful, effortless flow. He filled every second of the clock, and he had the biggest air that I think I've ever seen in an arena performance. The score to beat is still a 9.152, set by Chris Bialik inside of Dragon. The score for Blake Thompson is a 9.214. Your winner here in freestyle, Blake Thompson in the black and green wrecking machine Gravedigger. He takes home, he double downs here tonight with the racing and freestyle trophies. And you know what? In closing off this series, I'm happy to announce that your series winner tonight, here at this season of Riggs and Rods Monster Jam Live in Arena Championship Series East, is Blake Thompson in Gravedigger. Out of the season that he has had, the dominance that he has had in picking up every single Sim Monsters win, or really, I mean, virtually every single Sim Monsters win in this tour, this guy has made all of the strides necessary to take home the series, and man, he showed pure dominance. I mean, if the word dominance was personified into one person, it'd definitely be Blake Thompson, man. As you know what, we still have an overall event champion to crown. We're going to get to more on Blake Thompson in just a moment. This driver was the runner-up in racing, the runner-up in two-wheel skills, got third place in donuts, and the runner-up in freestyle. And I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It is none other than Chris Bialik in Dragon, taking home the overall event championship tonight here in Southaven. Great job to Chris. I mean, he did everything that he could to get this overall event title. But you know what? Still, all of the eyes are on Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. You take a look at overall event points here. 27 points from Chris Bialik and Dragon, 25 from Blake Thompson and Gravedigger. Jaden McClam really making a push here at the final, end of the show, getting 19, getting third place. Max Silver and Zach Steele tying with 18 points. Christopher Volarakis with 17, and then, of course, Omar Camacho with 7 to round out the show. Fans, we actually have, again, our series winner tonight, Blake Thompson, the Gravedigger. Again, I can't be any more proud of this guy. And we're going to get into highlights all throughout this season, as he has just made so many memories here all throughout his time inside of arenas. And you know what? Let's get to that compilation right now. Your series winner, ladies and gentlemen, of Arena Championship Series East, Blake Thompson and Gravedigger.
That you had a different opponent. So battle yourself. You're crippling yourself with your mind. We're circling vultures, you are the soldier. We need to hold this line. So battle yourself. You gotta get up and own it. You're bruising your blister by losing and wishing that you had a different opponent. So battle yourself. You're crippling yourself with your mind. We're circling vultures, you are the soldier. We need to hold this line. So battle yourself. You gotta get up and own it. You're bruising your blister.
Long season, he's finally got that series title that he's wanted. I mean, I remember talking to him inside of the series kickoff. You know, he said that this might be one of the final full-time virtual monster truck tours that he will be running in until the near future. And you know what? I'm glad that he will be automatically moving into our Monster Jam Live World Final 6 as the 5th qualifier. And yeah, I mean, Blake Thompson, he's back to his winning ways here inside of Gravedigger. I remember taking it back in Season 4 in Stadium Championship Series Red. He came out here inside of Arena Championship Series East, and he laid it on out there, man. Tell you what. However, this is not the end of Arena Championship Series East. We still have one more show to go, as it will be in Macon, Georgia, inside of the Macon Centroplex. I mean, if Blake Thompson wants to, he could just kind of take the event off. I mean, I don't see anything wrong in doing that, but yeah, I mean, as the points stand right now, look at this. Blake Thompson, he has already clutched up the series win. He will be holding on to first place as we continue on the series. Jaden McClam still trying to hold on to a second place finish. Max Silver, I mean, hey, he's done so well throughout this series. He's trying to lock up a third place position as well, but that is if Chris Bialik in fourth place will let it happen for him. And then, you know, at the bottom four, we have Zach Steele in fifth, Brian Grindley in sixth, Christopher Volarakis moving from last place up into seventh. So, I mean, hey, at least that's something that he could, be proud of. And then Omar Camacho, I mean, I don't know what to say about this guy. He's in last place. That's whatever. But the main thing is, Blake Thompson, he's gotten the series win. And fans, I've had a pleasure of calling the action, being able to see Blake Thompson take this series in person. Or not in person, but, in the booth here live at each and every one of these shows. So you know what? Thank you for coming out. Tune in tonight, though, where we see Stadium Championship Series Yellow battle it out inside of Miami, Florida. It'll be exciting to see me lose my points lead to Izzy Martinez by the end of the event, but you know what? Take a look at our socials at RORMJL on Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on the best virtual monster truck competitions on the site. Fans, we don't get any better here on Riggs of Bronze Monster Jam Live compared to any other league on Sim Monsters. And I'm Brandon Adam. See you next time on Riggs of Bronze Monster Jam Live. Take care, folks.